beneficial insects. Do they work and are they worth the money? We're gonna release some for our aphid problem and find out. The first thing we're gonna do is order our beneficial insects. So when we go to the shop here, we see all these different insects that we could buy. And since we have an aphid problem, we're gonna order the green lacewing. So we're gonna add 1,000 of these. And we're also gonna try out the parasitic wasps. So down here, we're gonna click on these ones. We're gonna order 1,000 of these. And we're gonna check out and we're gonna find out if these actually work. So we just received our beneficial insects in the mail and I'll show you guys how they package it. So it just comes in a box here that's insulated and it has one of these cooling packs on top. And as you guys can see, we have our parasitic wasps in this container and our green lacewing larvae in this container. And as a bonus, I found some ladybugs that we're also gonna release. Here's one of the pests we're dealing with in this greenhouse. This is the aphids here. You can see them underneath the leaf and there is a lot of them in this greenhouse. They leave this sticky sap on top of the leaf and these white husks that basically they shed their skin, I think. So that's a way to identify if they're in the greenhouse. And aphids will multiply very quickly in a greenhouse, so it's important to try and eliminate the problem as quick as possible. For the green lacewing larvae, we're just gonna sprinkle some of them out of the container onto the plants. So the container is full of this material here and the green lacewing larva is mixed in between all of it. So if you look closely, there is one of the larvae right there moving around. Here we could see the green lacewing searching for aphids, and when it finds them, what it does, it pierces the aphid and it actually drains a lot of the juices from the aphid, leaving just pretty much a skin left behind. So it's really cool to watch this and they're pretty effective at doing this. So now we're gonna release the parasitic wasps and it's the same thing as before. We're just gonna sprinkle them on the plants and try to get a little bit on each plant and they'll fly around and hunt down the aphids. What these parasitic wasps do is they fly around looking for aphids, and when they find them, they lay an egg inside of the aphid, and in about a week this egg will hatch, killing the aphid. And these parasitic wasps, they're really effective at searching out new aphid populations and suppressing them before they become a problem. Now we're gonna release the ladybugs, and generally I wouldn't recommend releasing ladybugs with green lacewing larvae, as the ladybugs could potentially eat the green lacewing, but there's so many aphids in this greenhouse that the ladybugs will probably just be eating the aphids for the most part. And since the ladybugs were free, I'm just gonna release them anyways and we'll see what happens. Ladybugs are another great way for eliminating aphids, and one ladybug can consume around 50 aphids in a day. The other great thing about ladybugs is that they fly, so this makes it easier for them to fly around the crop and find new aphid populations. So the question still remains, are beneficial insects worth the money and do they work? In my experience, they are worth the money and they do work. There is one thing we need to understand though, they are best used as a preventative measure. If you already have an aphid population that is out of control, the beneficial insects might not be able to eliminate them fast enough before the aphids cause severe damage to your crop. In previous years, I was being a little bit cheap and I didn't want to spend the money on the beneficial insects. And that was a big mistake, because as you can see in these images here, this is what happens when aphid populations become out of control. They produce this sticky sap and it turns black like that, and it's just very unpleasant. The cost of all of the produce that I've lost from the aphids is far more expensive than it would have cost to just buy the beneficial insects to begin with. Protecting our crop is one of the #1 things we want to do, and we want to continually produce high quality produce, especially if we're selling at a farmer's market. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to learn more about hydroponic farming on a small scale, check out my channel. I got a lot of videos explaining my setup, and there's a lot more videos to come. So I'll see you guys in the next one.